Today we're talking about financial goals. And finances can be very, very overwhelming and scary and uncertain, especially when you are in your 20s. So in this video, I just want to give you a couple of financial goals that you can work towards in 2024 that might inspire you and that might make everything a little less scary. And I want to start by saying that financial goals don't always have to be about earning more. They don't always have to be super big and feel unrealistic. It can simply be learning how to budget. It can be just as big or just as small as you want it to be. Goal 1. Working on your money mindset. One of the most important things on your financial journey will be tackling your money mindset. A lot of us grew up in households where money was a taboo topic, or where money was something bad and evil, and we often internalize that. I know that I sure did. So even when you earn more money, you will be inclined to spend that money so you don't have that money. It is a very, very impactful goal to set. To learn how to shift your money mindset to being neutral about money or even loving money. It might take time. I suggest having journaling exercises, meditation, even therapy when you need it, educating yourself about money. Take your time to get comfortable with that subject. Together with that, you can focus on becoming mindful of your spending. Before you can change anything about your finances, you need to know your current situation. You need to know what money is coming in. You need to know where money is going out. In a observing, non-judgmental way, try to become aware of it. Try tracking where you spend your money. Try tracking where it comes from. Because maybe you might earn more than you thought you did. Maybe you might have been spending more than you were cutting in for months or years now. You need to know before you can change. And remember, we're not judging yourself here. We're just becoming aware. And the last money mindset thing to work on is learning what the difference is between being rich and being wealthy. And this is one of those money mindset things that I still struggle with a lot. Being rich is the thing that we are most attracted to. It's the nice cars, it's having a nice house, the designer bags, the things that you see on a person and you say, oh, they have money. But in reality, those people might not have that much money. They might have a lot of things and a really nice quality of life, but they don't really have money in their bank accounts. If you want to chase financial freedom, you need to focus on becoming wealthy. And wealth is the money that you do not see. It's the money that's in bank accounts. It's the money that's in investments. It's the passive income streams that people have. Their net worth might be the same, but one has a way much more secure lifestyle than the other does. Goal number 2, paying off your debt. I am a very, very lucky person. I am not from the United States. I have no idea how it is to live with student loans or super high medical bills, but that doesn't mean that I didn't have to pay off some debt of my own. The moment that I did, it was this extreme weight that fell off my shoulders. We often underestimate how much that debt can also weigh mentally on us. If I may recommend one goal to you, try to pay off as much of your debt that you can this year. And you can do this in different ways. It's up to you. I'm no expert in how to pay off debt. There's YouTubers that can explain that far better than I can. But it is such a liberating goal to set for yourself. Goal number 3, saving more. Saving more is one of the most popular goals in the financial community, and rightfully so. I mean, having savings comes back to being wealthy, and it gives you a lot of freedom. It gives you the opportunity to really build a life that you want for yourself. But I'm very aware that not everybody can save. You might be in a financial situation where you cannot possibly spend any less. And then I would advise you to look into earning more. Earning more can actually be easier than saving money on spending. But if you want to cut back on your spending, I have some tips for you that might help you along the way. The first one being, don't overshoot. Don't set your expectations from yourself too high. Set a realistic saving goal. There's nothing worse than being really proud that you saved 1,000 euros that month, but then realizing that you don't have money left over for the day-to-day things that you need to pay for, and then having to take money back out of that saving account. And a second tip that ties to that is to set a saving budget over the span of the year, not a fixed budget that you need to save every month, because life fluctuates. For example, I have my own wedding to pay for by November, but we also have a wedding that we're invited to out of the country in September. So that means that we'll have to fly, we'll have to book hotels. I know that we're going on a vacation this summer. We might buy a house, and all of those things will influence how much money you can aside each and every month. Allowing yourself to be flexible with that amount can help with a lot of the stress of not being able to save or feeling guilty when you don't actually have the money left over to save. And then tip number 3 is to replace your money spending habits, because spending money is a habit. If you want to cut back on your morning lattes every day, you will have to replace that with something else. Just not going and getting that latte might be really difficult, and that is normal. So try replacing it with taking a latte from home, for example. I used to shop a lot more than I do right now because it was an outlet for my creativity. And once I realized I was creatively depriving myself, I actually managed to change my shopping habit into a more of a creating habit. I will always love fashion and I will always love to shop, but I do shop a lot less because I have created different creative outlets for myself. Goal number 4, earning more money. And I first want to start this with a disclaimer, because you do not have to earn more. It is not something that you need to want. You might want to work on having more free time instead of working more, and that is totally fine. But if you want to earn more, my top way to do this is to set an amount of money that you want to earn, and then you will decide the different possible routes that you can take to make that dream come true. You might want to just ask for a raise at work, but that is not always possible. So if they are not able to give you a raise, are you willing to change your job? If you're willing to change your job, look for jobs within a salary range that matches that income goal. If you're not willing to change jobs, you might want to consider setting up a side hustle or multiple side hustles. Keep in mind that these do take time. Truly passive income streams are rare. That being said, there's more passive and more active income streams. If you just sell digital products, it's a lot easier to manage than making YouTube videos. There's also side hustles that might earn you money straight away. There's side hustles that take a lot longer to set up. Make a conscious choice in that. There is no right or wrong answer, you just need to be aware. Goal number 5, investing more. Investing is another holy grail of financial YouTube and financial world, and it can be really, really intimidating. So if you want to set a goal for 2024 to just learn about investing, that is totally fine. And I actually think that's a very, very smart goal to set, and it's part of my goals of this year as well. But if you do actually already want to start investing, I really recommend that you start with retirement. Investing for retirement is often the easiest, the safest, and you get a lot of support from banks or organizations that help you do this. If you do want to dabble in other investments, you also have a choice to make. You can invest in the stock market. That is perfectly fine, and it's probably a smart thing to do if you know how it works. But there's also other ways of investing. You might want to look into real estate. You might want to actually buy supplies to start a profitable business for yourself. Or you might want to invest in your education, which will then lead to a better paying job down the line. It is all a totally valid form of investment. And those are my 5 tips for financial goals for this year. If you want to learn more, I made another video that you might enjoy. I will see you again tomorrow for lifestyle goals, and I hope you enjoy the holiday weekend. Toodaloo!